Get ready to meet the stars. Nick, Todd, Cole, Lee, Tyler, and Actual Dracula as we play the star-studded game Comic Book Dating Game 2021. Welcome back to Comic Book Dating Game 2021, and I'm your host, What? So there's the mascot, Actual Dracula, and we're going to be bringing in Lee from Whack Comics today. Lee, how are you going?
I'm doing really good. I'm here to find the perfect love. Someone to take me on a date, someone to make me feel special. See what happens.
So what are you looking for in someone to date in terms of like comic books?
As long as they read and can read to me, I think that's the basis of what I'm looking for. Someone that can read. Yeah, as long as they're illiterate.
That's a pretty low bar. So obviously, if anyone's ever seen a dating game, the stars can't see each other, but I can see all of them as the audience can too. So we'll bring them in right now. We have Todd.
Hi, thanks. Oh, it's so great to be here. I can't wait.
We have Nick.
Is this about done? I'm double parked.
And we have Cole. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Cole?
I'm really nervous. I've never been on a date before.
Let's get them out of there. We don't want them to hog all the screen time. So I just want to go in right away, and I want you to ask your first question. You can direct it at anyone you'd like.
Okay. Cole, what comic book would you read to me in bed and to get me hot, and why?
I would read Heavenly Blues.
And why?
Because it's about people from hell going to heaven to do a heist. And I feel like you're the kind of person that likes to steal stuff.
That was a great answer, Cole. Hopefully Lee likes that same answer. And Lee, would you like to direct that same question to someone else?
Yes. Nick, what comic book would you read to me in bed to get me hot, and why?
Shit.
God, I would read. God, I got nothing.
And you came on Comic Book Dating Game. Well, you knew you were coming on this.
I know, I did. I'm just trying to think of something really clever, and I can't. So I'm gonna just say Batman. Dude. I'm just gonna say Batman. No, that's the easy one. I'm gonna say I'm gonna read Batman.
Batman. You like Batman?
Me?
Lee.
Oh, Lee.
Yeah, I'm just not sure.
I heard he doesn't
I
go
thought
down.
something could be better than Batman. I'm hearing Batman, but I'm not hearing why Batman.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you'll stick around, Nick. I'm sure that's your goal. Todd, you want to answer the same question?
Same question? Oh, yes. I would choose Watchmen, mostly because there's dong in it, and I find that to be pleasing, especially when you're trying to get things hot and steamy. And the blue skin doesn't hurt. And then there's also lots of parts in it that will help you fall asleep afterwards.
Oh, awesome. That's great. So Lee, after all those, do you have like a favorite so far? Or what are your thoughts on the contestants?
I think so far my favorite is Cole's, just because Cole came in a lot more assertive than the other gentleman did, and I feel like he would really read to me, other than the others. The others would just read, but not to me.
Yeah, and also I know you can't see them, but Cole came dressed like as himself, and they seem to come a little too dressed up. Like this is more of a casual game.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go on to the
casual.
second question, Lee. You can ask it, and you can direct it towards anyone you'd like.
Okay. Todd, if you took me on a first date, how far would you go? Please answer with the comic book title and explain why.
I would say the Batman Long Halloween, because we're going all the way to Halloween, baby.
Wow, that's a long time. That was a great answer. He might have planned it. I would guess he probably did. So do you want to ask that to Nick? Nick, would you like to answer that question?
What can I hear the question again?
If you took me on a first date, how would you? Wait. If you took me on a first date, how would you go? Please answer with the comic book title and explain your answer. How would it go?
I would say The Flash, and that's self-explanatory.
Oh, that could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing. Mostly bad. So Cole,
Mostly bad. It depends on if you have plans for later that evening.
The Last Ronin, because I'd bring a bunch of other people, but you'd be the last one standing.
Ooh.
wow,
Cole.
that was a clever answer, Lee. What are your thoughts about that?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Cole again for that one. He just swept me right off my feet with that answer.
He's on fire right now. So we do have a third question.
What was the last thing you wore while reading comic books? And what would you want me to wear while reading comic books?
And who would you like
Cole.
to answer first, Cole?
Cole. Cole's on a roll, so I want to hear what Cole has to say.
Okay.
Just old stinky underwear, and I'd prefer you to wear the same thing. Just let's get it weird and smelling funky.
Todd, can you give me something better?
I usually read naked while covered in my Sandman first prints because it makes me
first
just
prints, yeah.
It has that old book aroma while reading something new. Also, while I get off on the value diminishing while being on my naked body.
Oh yeah, that's a great point.
It
Some
absorbs
people
into
don't
you.
like that, but here at Whack Comics we do like that. So maybe that'll turn Lee on. So Nick, answer the same question, please. Better if you can.
I usually wear a full suit with the white gloves to make sure that the comics don't get bent or smudged in any way whatsoever.
The West.
The reading copy, that is.
Yeah, that seems like a good answer. What do you think, Lee?
I think I'm gonna have to give this a tie to Todd and to Nick. I like a first appearance and stuff like that, but I also like some gloves. So I think they're gonna share that. They're gonna share that point.
So at this point in the show, as you all know, we do have to eliminate one. Lee, can you pick your first one that will be moving on to the final round?
I think the first person to move on to the final round is pretty obvious. They won 2 out of the 3 questions. It's Cole.
Congratulations, Cole. Look at that. That's 9 inches. That's even more than 9 inches. I can't count past 9. And so it's between Todd and Nick. Who is going with Cole to the finals?
I know he sort of freaked me out with his flash hand sound, but it's going to have to be Nick.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Todd.
Guys.
There goes Todd. We'll see him in another year or so. You got to get better answers, Todd, especially when you know you're coming on the show. So
Another year or so.
We have a final question, and then Lee will pick his comic book date for 2021. So go ahead, Lee, ask, and whoever wants to go first, Lee will tell you who's going.
Okay, please show me how you lick your fingers before you turn a page. Please, Cole, Nick, start. Cole.
This is even better because Lee can't see Cole.
Oh.
I use 2 fingers.
Oh, wow. That's a good strategy. Nick, the same question.
Well, I use the gloves, so I don't need to do that because I have the gloves on if I'm touching a comic book.
Makes sense.
Okay.
And it would smudge my screen.
Well, we got 2 very different answers. It depends on, are you going for the big licker, or are you going for someone who appreciates their comic books being in good form? So which one, Lee, if you had to weigh your options?
I think I'm gonna have to go for a bit of lubrication. Sometimes I get a bit dry, sometimes the pages get a bit dry, and lubrication is what you need to get through a book and to get through me.
So it sounds like Cole is going on a date with Lee. Congratulations, a comic book date. This is the first one ever on this show.
Yay. Does this mean I get free airfare to Australia?
I can't wait to go on our date.
What that means.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Get out of here, Nick, you loser. So that was our first ever comic book dating game that you all know and love. You've all been here before. Congratulations to the winner, and congratulations to Lee for going on his first ever comic book date. Thank you so much, Actual Dracula, for helping me out with all of the things that you helped me out with, which was so many things. I can barely think of like how many that there were. I hope you guys all come back for our next one that will be very scheduled, just like this one.
Was amazing.
The best part was Nick being nervous.